Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Klamm, and today we'll be talking about analogous colors. Analogous colors are any three colors which are side by side on a 12-part color wheel, such as yellow-green, yellow, and yellow-orange. Usually one of the three colors predominates, and that just means that it usually stands out a little bit more than the other two colors. Here you can see in this picture that there's a plant that has green, yellow-green, and yellow in it. Here you can see some examples of analogous colors. In the first example here, we have yellow-orange, orange and red-orange, or in this example, you have blue or blue-green, green, and yellow-green, which are over here. You could also use split analogous color schemes, which are just like analogous colors, but you skip a color. So you'd have like yellow, orange, and red, or you would use, let's say, violet, blue, and green. So you're skipping a color in between. If you use a split analogous color scheme, sometimes it can have a little bit more variation than an analogous, and it stands out a little bit more. Here's a drawing done using analogous colors. You can see you have green, green, and yellow. Here's another analogous color scheme using orange, orange, and red. In this analogous color scheme, it's kind of hard to tell exactly the three colors you're using. It's kind of a scale, anywhere between pretty much red, orange, and yellow, green. Any colors used in between there would count as analogous. In these analogous color schemes, you can see that the artist has used more than just three colors. They've kind of spread out that analogous color scheme just a little bit, almost like using a split analogous color scheme. Analogous colors are really good for interior design and decorating. When using these three colors, they don't clash with each other because they're right next to each other on the color wheel. You do have to be careful with this though, because if you use analogous colors too much, sometimes they can kind of become bland and they don't really stand out a lot. They're all sometimes too similar. Just something to note, when you're going through and you're naming the colors, when you say a tertiary color, always make sure to say the primary first and the secondary second. So for example, you would say red-orange, not orange-red. In this slide, we're looking for the missing color. Can you fill it in? In the first example, you have yellow, yellow-green, and what would come next? You can look up here at the tertiary color's name and see what two colors came together to make this tertiary, yellow and green. So the next example here would be green. In the second example, we have red and violet, red being a primary, violet being the secondary. So in the middle, it would come together to make red-violet. This would be an analogous color scheme. On the very last example, we have yellow-green, green, and then what would be on the other side of that? If you need help, you can come over to the color wheel here. Yellow-green, green, and then blue-green is what comes next. This would also be an analogous color scheme. I hope you learned a lot about analogous colors and that you'll be able to use these in your artwork. Thanks for watching and have a good one.